TGIF edition of Weather for Weather Geeks, the 25th day of June here in 2021. Before we take a look at the weekend forecast and talk about next week's some, let's look backwards, and today's record high is one of the hotter ones, 99 degrees on today's date back in that very hot summer of 1988. Of course, if you've lived in our region for the last 33 plus years, you remember that summer as being very, very hot, even though it was kind of weird. What a lot of people don't remember is that the air was so dry at times that summer that we had record heat, yes, but the nights actually were quite chilly. We had some record lows right in the middle of a fairly hot stretch of days. The dry air at night allowed the temperatures to drop pretty quickly after sunset, but we had several records set that summer, including a couple of triple-digit readings. When we look at the number of days in which we've reached certain temperatures, that 99 back on this date in 1988, one of only 11 times in recorded history that we've been at 99 or above. We've hit the triple digits 7 times, most recently back in 1988, our all-time record 103, way back in 1936. It's going to be pretty steamy over the next several days, but nothing like that. All right, we had a dying band of showers that rolled through, is still rolling through as of this recording at about 7 p.m. A couple of raindrops, that's about it, no big deal. The heavier rain is off to our north and west, including the possibility of a couple of heavy thunderstorms trying to pop up tonight out towards Fort Wayne and Toledo, Ann Arbor, Detroit as well. All that's going to stay mostly to our north and west. Step outside today, it definitely feels different. The humidity is back, although it's going to get worse. Dew points right now locally in the lower 60s, but it's in the mid and upper 60s across the I-71 corridor in central Ohio, and into the 70s for dew points. Very tropical out towards Indianapolis and into the Midwest. The Midwest is also where we have a heavy rain threat setting up over the next couple of days. In fact, right into next week, and flash flood watches are up from extreme southern Michigan back through eastern parts of Kansas. The flash flood risk tonight, highest kind of along the I-70 corridor from Indianapolis to St. Louis to Kansas City. And as we head into the weekend, kind of the same corridor, roughly, maybe a little farther south. We'll have a chance of too much water at one time. And then the day 3 outlook on Sunday, again, highlights northern Texas, parts of Oklahoma, parts of Kansas, and Missouri as well. Around here, we have removed rain chances now completely from our weekend forecast. As the day gets underway Saturday, there might be a couple of showers at daybreak up towards I-90. All lifting to the north, though. I think we are high and dry around our television viewing area. From daybreak on Saturday right through the end of the day, with an increase in sun in the afternoon, temperatures will race through the 80s. And speaking of racing through the 80s, we now officially have a 90-degree temperature forecast for Sunday. Our in-house model here, we're going to kind of disregard kind of these spotty showers. It tries to spin up near I-71. I suspect from I-71 east, we are going to be dry on Sunday. Monday will start out dry, but as this wavy front kind of wiggles a little bit farther to the south and east, and a little upper-level disturbance comes in and kind of weakens the upper ridge off the eastern seaboard, this will be our first opportunity to see a quick cooling afternoon thunderstorm. That'll be Monday afternoon, and then rain chances will increase as we head towards midweek. So we have 87 in our forecast now for Saturday and 90 for Sunday. If we do hit 90, it'll officially be the first one of the year at the Youngstown Warren Airport. I mentioned earlier this week that the 22nd day of June is our 30-year average for the first 90. What about the heat index? Now, the dew points rising into the upper 60s, especially Sunday and Monday. The dew points on Saturday will kind of mix down into the lower 60s during the hottest part of the day. But Sunday and especially Monday, those afternoon dew points probably won't mix down much below the upper 60s. And with temperatures around 90, that's going to create a heat index probably between 90 and 95. Now, it's not heat advisory criteria or anything like that, but particularly sensitive people, the elderly, the young, those with some health complications, definitely don't want to spend a lot of time outdoors in this, especially if you're going to be exerting yourself in any way. For younger, healthier folks, these heat index values will not be anything that is particularly dangerous, although, of course, common sense applies. Stay hydrated. Pack up on the sunscreen if you're heading to the pool or to a lake this weekend. Just use some common sense. We're going to be dry through the weekend and into Monday morning, but starting Monday afternoon, daily chances of showers and storms. And right now, our forecast is at a 40% chance for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. As we get closer, I think those rain chances are going to increase in our forecast. Usually we don't go with real high rain chances on days 5, 6, and 7 of a forecast. There's usually just too much uncertainty. But my suspicion is, as we get a little bit closer, this will be a pretty favorable pattern for daily pop-up showers and storms. And with all the juice in the atmosphere, any of these showers and storms, especially during the hottest part of the day in the afternoon, they could have some pretty beefy tropical downpours with them. So some localized flooding problems, something that will be a possibility for midweek. It's impossible to say where those problems would be more likely at this stage of the game, but it's something we're going to be watching for the middle and latter portions of the upcoming week. Overall, though, the belt of heaviest rain and flooding concerns from Texas and Oklahoma right through St. Louis, right through Chicago, up towards the thumb of Michigan, Toronto, Quebec City, places like that. This far south and east, our flooding concerns are overall lower, although our modeling here between now and next Friday, so this is a 7-day forecast, the GFS is kind of the leader in the clubhouse here with up to 3 inches. The European and the GFS ensemble are closer to 2 inches between now and next Friday. But again, with the convective nature of that mid and late week pattern, if a tropical downpour decides to park over your location, you can pick up an inch or two in a few hours. So those numbers are just kind of averages that I just showed you. I mentioned this last evening, in case you missed it. The 4th of July weekend does not look as hot as this weekend. I really doubt we're going to hit 90 for the 4th of July this year. The heat will be here this weekend into early next week, but then the heat is going to be trimmed at the very end of next week and into next weekend. The 4th of July is Sunday, so 9 days from now. Does it look like strangely cold? No, but does it look like upper 80s to around 90 with high humidity at this stage of the game? It does not look that way. Thanks for watching Weather for Weather Geeks tonight and all throughout the week. Hope you have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you back here on Monday.